Hello there, and welcome to another special episode of Unlocking the Holocron. Joining me today, as always, the Sith Holocron, Naomi. How you doing?
I live for the day that we will have a non-special episode.
Every episode will always be special.
I live for that possibility.
And of course, it's me, the Jedi Holocron Tyler, and we are back to discuss the newest Star Wars video game, Star Wars Eclipse. Exciting stuff.
It is. It's about time we get another Star Wars game.
Right? The first one that we know of that's actually... Like, we know of Fallen Order sequel. We know of the Ubisoft one, but this is the first time we've seen one that's not like a weird kind of like... Like, we saw Bounty Hunters, but that's like a... Not like a mobile game, but like kind of a mobile game.
It's a mobile game.
Yeah, and this is our first real look at a Star Wars video game since Fallen Order. And it looks fire.
Since 2019.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
It's almost 2022.
It's fucking wild.
Who makes this?
Quantic Dreams. These people have traditionally made story-based, choice-based games. There's gameplay in them, obviously, but they're heavy story, and you might have heard of them from the last few years coming under fire because abusive work environments, and people aren't a big fan of their head guy, David Cage.
No idea who that is.
Once this game got announced, I've been seeing all over Twitter people throwing this headline he put out, this quote from him from years ago where he says, "All women in my video games are whores." So David Cage is not a liked figure in the games industry.
God damn.
So it's interesting that this studio is making a Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Because I trust the people at Lucasfilm Games to be like, hopefully things have changed there, but like I traditionally like their video games, but
I don't know anything that they've made.
Yeah, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Become Human.
Never played any of them.
Yeah, they were for a long time. They've been a Sony third party where all their games were Sony exclusives, and now they were never owned by Sony. Though.
I still have that quote stuck in my head.
What?
All women in my games are whores. That has the same energy as if she breathes, she a thought.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting. I don't know how involved. Like, I assume it's David Cage's studio, so I assume he's still like the head writer on the game and shit.
Probably.
It's interesting.
So are we gonna have whores in Star Wars?
I mean, we already got I'm already ready to simp for. That was fucking freaky. The door just opened.
The fuck?
No one's home either. The door doesn't shut very well. That's probably why. That was freaky as hell.
It scared the shit out of me.
But yeah, despite all the weird things with that studio, how are you feeling about this game?
I mean, considering that I just heard about the weird things about that studio right this minute for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I'll be tempted. What's the word? Cautiously excited.
Yeah. It is visually stunning.
It looks very
incredible.
Yeah.
It is our first foray into the High Republic. That's not a book.
That's my biggest point of interest.
Yeah. Because when I first saw it, I just assumed prequels, Clone Wars.
Yeah, I thought it was like Clone Wars era. Or in my mind I was like, this is probably like a little bit before the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Like, maybe between episode 1 and 2 was like my thought.
Yeah.
But this is full High Republic.
Full High Republic, yeah.
Which is interesting because Yoda looks old, so this must be late in the High Republic.
I mean, Yoda's always old.
I mean, yes, but...
So, the High Republic takes place, technically, 200 years before Episode 4.
I believe so, yes.
So, Yoda's still gonna be, old-ish.
True. But also, we don't know how,
we don't know where this is in the time. This seems closer to...
Yeah, and they have, trade federation ships, too.
Yeah, and we see
that's what makes me think that this
the
is,
Moidians, right? That's their...
Yeah. That's what makes me think that this is, late High Republic.
The end of the High Republic era. Because we do see a big-ass army in this trailer.
Do you think that that's the Viking people?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because there's another shot in that trailer with like 2 Jedi in a cave. Mm-hmm. Didn't see any Viking people really, but True. That would be those are the ones where the villains you really couldn't tell who they were. They might be the Vikings there, they might be someone else, but yeah, I didn't get that Viking energy from anything in this trailer.
Because the Vikings are supposed to be the main antagonists of the High Republic, right?
Yeah.
I mean, also plans could change.
Yeah, and also
if this is late, it could be post Viking.
Yeah, after that, because it seems like these, for lack of a better way of describing them, these Lord Voldemort people. Because, the people playing the drums throughout the trailer, those seemed like they were more connected. The army's more connected to them because they had similar facial structures. Yeah, and then you see at the very end the guy coming out.
Are they dark elves?
Is Loki going to be in this?
No, he's a frost giant, not a dark elf.
Even better.
Come on.
I got my Thor lore mixed up.
Come on, get your mythology in line.
Damn.
Yeah. They kind of seem like... It's funny because we already have a race called the Umbarans, but they seem like they would be called Umbarans. Because Umbra means darkness.
Yeah.
And they look like dark elves to me.
Yeah. Who are really into music.
Really into music and sludge.
Yeah.
Whatever that goop was.
Yeah.
That almost made it look like it's going to be like a horror movie antagonist. Like just like a demon crawling out of the goop.
Yeah.
Out of the tar.
Right.
With just like the singing in the background.
Were they the original creators of cloning Snokes? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Gotta get your Snoke theory in when you can!
How do you feel about seeing a Nemoidian though?
Less eggshelly eyes. I was excited. This was before their deep like.
Are you bricked up?
Always bricked up.
Full mast all day.
I'm excited though. It seems like we're gonna have a lot of Jedi.
Yeah. Well, it's
High Republic, so there should be a lot of Jedi. But yeah, that's exciting. Like I said, I'm already simping for the one with like the thing on her, like the beads on her head, like the Princess Leia Amidala, or like the Padme looking garb.
I like also. In the shot where there's like the space battle and there's the Lucre Hulks, they're like other ships that have like a big V design. But they're not like fighters, they're like bigger.
Okay.
So like, not a V wing.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like that design where how simplistic it is.
Yeah.
Just a big fucking V. Big fat V.
I love big fat V's.
I love me some V's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So... That'll be interesting if it's a choice-based game.
That's I want to talk about that, because that's weird for Star Wars.
I have to assume,
for lore, for canon.
I have to assume they'll do what a lot of choice-based things seem to do, where there's
you start and end in the same place, but how you get there is different for everyone.
I was gonna say like an older style, like how Infamous does it, where
you're good or bad.
No, where there's one that's canon.
Oh, okay.
Like in Infamous, the good is the canon versions, and the evil is like non-canon.
Yeah.
So I could see that being like the route they go with, where there is a canon version.
Yeah, I could see
that's what a lot of those do. Like I think KOTOR has that, where there's like a widely considered like canon string of events, like based on like other lore seen and other stuff.
Okay.
So I have to assume that that's probably the route they'd go, because that's easiest.
Yeah.
Just like, oh well, this specific route, that's the canon version. But if you want to see like what if events, you can make different choices.
Yeah. I could see that, or like what I was saying, the
diamond point structure.
Yeah. The only problem with those is people tend to get upset with those.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I make all these choices, but the way I look at it, like, the way Greg Miller always says it, one of the YouTubers I watch, he always is like, it's not about how you get to it's not about the end, it's about how you get there. Like, it's about, like, the alliances and the journeys you make on the way. Like, you're choosing, like, these people to align with instead of these people. You still all end up in the same place.
It's like a Mass Effect 3 controversy.
Yeah. I don't hate that, but I feel like I think there's a high possibility of that happening, especially for Star Wars, or a canon version would be fine too.
In terms of if you're looking at it like Star Wars, where it is such like a huge universe, I think it's easiest to have a specific canon route.
Yeah.
So like just for like more like future proofing, if anything, just like to know like, okay, well, this is what actually happened.
Yeah. And there's like spoilers for most Telltale games. Spoilers, like for spoilers for The Walking Dead. Like Walking Dead season 1, you end up in the same spot. Mm-hmm. You end up alone without Lee, but it's a matter of what you do. Like you either kill him or just let him stay a zombie at the end. Mm-hmm. So it's like stuff like that. Like I could see like where the ending's concrete, like with your character, but like the choices you make are different.
Yeah.
And like perfect example. Greg Miller makes this reference all the time. I'm sorry, I'm just stealing.
You're just really. But
like, I always hear people talk about this idea. Like, Life is Strange. The end of the game, there's two choices: you destroy the city and let everyone die except you and your girlfriend, or
the other way around.
You both die and save the city. And the cutscenes after each choice, one is a very long cutscene, and one's just very short. And like they're like, we know which one you think's the canon choice. He always tells the developers, but I'm like, something like that. You could always, like they could always like,
yeah,
people like you can tell which one they think's canon in their head.
Yeah, or if it's like just something that's like intended to just be like almost sectioned off in its own segment of the timeline, it would just be up to interpretation. Mm-hmm. Like, it all depends on if they have any plans, like, going forward with it, I guess, also.
Yeah. Who knows, though? This could be their first, like, non-choice-based game where there's actually, like, gameplay, like, core gameplay, like, combat and shit.
True.
Because they've never had, like, combat in their games. Like, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Not really my type of game.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting for me, because that'll be the first time I buy any of those types of games. Because I don't fuck with those.
Yeah, those are my fave. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do, because we still don't know much about it other than what we saw from the trailer, which was just a glimpse. Probably, sadly, won't come out this year.
I had to think for a minute, and then I was like, wait, it's fucking December.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it will come out in 2022 either.
No.
Yeah, sadly.
Not at all. I don't think there's any chance of it coming out in 2022.
Yeah.
I think we'll see about it in Star Wars Celebration, though.
Ooh, that'd be dope. If that... Whatever. I'm still not... I'm in a weird place with Star Wars Celebration right now, where it's happening in May, but we haven't had an update in months.
I mean, it is happening. I don't think they're going to push it back again. But that's a discussion for another time.
But yeah.
Also, the person in the trailer who was looking at the eclipse, they're blind now.
Whoa.
You can't look at an eclipse while it's forming.
Was it one of the drummers?
I don't know.
Or was it a person?
It was just
like a Jedi or a...
If you would let me speak. It was just a blue eye.
Ah.
But you can't look at an eclipse as it's happening. You can only look at it when it's complete.
They're dead now.
Science. Well, they're not dead, but they're blind. Unless they have force fields.
Depends where they are, too. They might immediately become blind, and then I could turn around and fall off a mountain.
Christ.
Freshly blind people don't know what to do.
You think from experience?
Sadly, no.
You want to be blind?
No.
I was going to say, I mean, I could go grab a knife. We could make this happen.
Whoa. We got a nail filer right here.
Stab your eyes out with it.
But yeah, I'm super excited for this. A lot of interesting things. I was not expecting this yesterday. I knew the Game Awards were happening, and I knew there was going to be announcements, but I did not expect to see any Star Wars.
Yeah.
And if anything, just KOTOR again.
Yeah.
But granted, that's probably like not even as far along in development as this game.
And also, granted, that's gross.
Yeah, it's ew.
I refuse to play KOTOR.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I'll probably try it. I feel like I got to, but who has the time for it? I don't even have the time to do the things I want to do right now.
I played through a fair bit of the original and did not like it, so I have no intention of getting new KOTOR.
Yeah.
I'll get a canon KOTOR, though.
Hell yeah. But yeah, any final thoughts?
Other than the mandatory fuck Revan, I don't think so.
Oh. Okay, tell us what you guys thought of the Eclipse trailer. Tell us your theories. Tell us what you think the game's going to be like. Tell us if fuck Conic Dreams and fuck, like, you know, should we
all women whores?
Are they?
I'm a girl. I can say that. I wouldn't recommend you say that.
I don't. All women are queens. You know my stance.
You're his antithesis.
I really am. But yeah, we got. Tell us what you guys think. Are you excited? How you think the game's coming out? And yeah,
are all woman queen?
Yeah. Yeah. So until next time, I can say for certainty it is not brutal out here the last few days.